On the shores of Lake Michigan sits Chicago's John G. Shedd Aquarium. In 1991, the Shedd completed the construction of an oceanarium that was to feature Pacific white-sided dolphins and beluga whales. The Shedd's initiation into the captive dolphin industry was anything but uneventful. In 1988, Jay Sweeney was hired by the Shedd to capture 8 Pacific white-sided dolphins from California waters. Of the 8 that were captured, 3 were released and 1 died, and the Shedd had its first 4 dolphins. But that was just the beginning. In 1989, the aquarium captured 2 beluga whales from Canadian waters, and by August 1992, were after 4 more. Unlike the first captures, however, video was taken this time by Canadian television, and the public got its first glimpse of just how these captures are conducted. High-speed boats are used to chase down and separate whales from the herd and drive them in panic to the shallows. A capture crew then dives onto their backs, wrestling the traumatized whales into submission.
Hang on to them.
The belugas are taken to a holding facility and prepped for their flight to Chicago. Backed by a supportive Chicago media, the Shedd was able to effectively stave off public protest.
What do we want? Freedom! What do we want?
Ken Ramirez, Shedd's director of marine mammal training, attempted to shift the attention to the aquarium's positive contributions.
We're going to continually be called in to work on rescuing animals that are stranded, to try to evaluate why beluga whales in the St. Lawrence River are quickly dying off. If we don't understand anything about their physiology, about their natural behavior, about the types of ways their internal structure works, how are we ever going to make sure that these animals have a home to live in and they're going to survive?
Yet a graphic example of Shedd's real concern for wild belugas was recently uncovered. The beluga whale population of the St. Lawrence Seaway is down to a fraction of what it was just 10 years ago. Here, belugas are dying from something they can neither see nor comprehend: chemical pollution. Every year, dead belugas wash to shore, their bodies riddled with chemicals like Mirax, PCB, and BAP. These belugas are so polluted, it is now required by law to treat them as toxic waste. The Canadian government has named the 50 worst polluters of the St. Lawrence Seaway, and prominent on that list is Monsanto, a company in which the Shedd Aquarium has heavily invested, as revealed by their 1992 tax forms. The aquarium's investment in this major polluter of beluga habitat has totaled nearly $500,000. To compound matters, Shedd recently had on its board of trustees the chairman of Chemical Waste Company, which was an affiliate of Chemical Waste Management. According to the Chicago Tribune, Chemical Waste Management had amassed a long history of record-breaking fines for illegal chemical dumping. And so, while the Shedd Aquarium claims to care about beluga whales and the problems they face in the wild, it has had business relationships with known environmental polluters, including at least one company responsible for contributing to the pollution of the beluga habitat itself, the St. Lawrence Seaway. Unfortunately, this brand of preservation can be found over and over again in the annals of the marine park and aquarium business.